Hi everybody, this is Bob from Buckeye Sports Center. Today I'm really excited to show you guys the all-new 2025 Nautique G23. So everything's kind of coming together on this boat to kind of make it, super high demand, super awesome. First off, whenever Nautique comes out with a new G23, meaning a new updated hull, brand new boat, that's always exciting. And then this year in particular, we've got kind of double excitement in that it's also the 100th anniversary of Correct Craft, so there's a bunch of 100th anniversary centennial little things on this boat that are unique. As we move around the boat, there's different emblems, different things on that, but really what we're talking about is the most premier boat on the market from the Nautique side, the G23. Obviously they have the Paragon series, which is kind of the elite level series, but the Nautique G23 is kind of your primary Nautique model. It's their best selling model. Everything that we're going to talk about today on the G23 pretty much applies also to the G25. All kinds of cool features, all kinds of upgrades, really offering the #1 top experience on the water in a wakeboard, wake surf boat. So a few things I'm going to go through here on the outside, the exterior of the boat. First thing you notice is just how big this boat is. I mean, it is tall, it is deep, even bigger than the prior model year G23. It is a big boat. I mean, it feels, you look at it from it almost looks like a 27-foot boat standing right next to it. We're going to see all kinds of tons of upgrades and unique features. This particular boat has a unique metal flake. It's called the Centennial Black Metal Flake. So it almost has a little bit of a gold sparkle to it, which is kind of cool. And then new for 2025, a unique accent color line. You can kind of see the Sahara sand color line here. All right, if you looked at prior model years, the Gs and different things like that, that accent color is not there, so it kind of gives you a little bit more opportunity to kind of make the boat look unique and different. Obviously, all the cool 3D geometry and everything we got going on the G23 is there as well. This particular boat we've got packaged up with the Boatmate triple axle trailer, 18-inch wheels. There's even some emblems on the C-deck on the trailer as far as the Centennial Edition, so really cool total setup on this G23. Okay, so I'm going to talk about 4 features we have on the transom that makes this boat unique. I'm not going to get too in the weeds on each one of these features, but at least want to mention them and talk about them. Obviously, there's all kinds of other videos that talk about this type of stuff, but first off, I'm going to start from the outside working in. The NSS, the Nautique Surf System. I really like from Nautique, they're able to, in their hull development, to have this basically this plate that moves outward just a few inches back and forth. There's actually 10 different settings, depending on the wave you want, and having maximum adjustability and fine-tunability. And I really like it because it's simple, it's clean, it's precise, and there's not this huge big tab, there's not this big movement of different things. It's just a clean, nice kind of premier setup on that. We move toward the surf pipe. All right, which is a now standard feature on all the Nautique models, which allow all the fumes and stuff like that to kind of bubble up in the water rather than be in the air, which is cool. The NCRS plate is a key feature to Nautique, and this is a really cool feature where you can, again, fine-tune the wakeboard wake a little bit, even the surf wave a little bit, but the nice thing is if you put it in the auto mode on the dash, it will actually engage itself and kind of help keep the bow down during, making a sharp turn or getting up on plane. It kind of automatically moves when needed for the maximum amount of performance. And then we have the Nautique Integrated Steering Assist System, which is basically this thruster that we've got here that's all controlled at the dash. So, low speed docking, maneuvering around different areas. Everybody who's owned an inboard before knows how difficult sometimes it can be to back up or to dock the boat. The boat's only going to back up going one direction. With this setup, you can actually back up straight, you can back up left, you can back up right, you can pivot the boat. So again, a pretty premier high-end feature that's available on the G series. So really cool setup there. And then again, this is a brand new hull for 2025. So basically what they did was the bow of the boat's got that nice deep front, so it's going to be a little bit better in a choppy ride compared to maybe older model G boats. And then from the middle of the boat back, they really copied the Paragon hull, which is going to give you that maximum ability for wake surf and wakeboard wake. So you kind of get the best of both worlds on how the boat functions. So we're going to start with the transom area of the Nautique G23. Everything here is just precisely designed, just awesome setup. Just from a standpoint of having the nice multi-step up and down the boat, so you don't have a big step for the kids or anything like that. You can enter next to the boat really easily. We've got these rear-facing seats, which are conveniently located in the boot-up area. We've got full cup holders back here. We've got C-deck pretty much everywhere, so that if you really wanted to, you could enter and exit this boat from almost any direction and never have to step on furniture, which is really, really nice. You've got even the steps from the side of the boat. You've got it on the gunnels. You've got it, obviously, this nice big walk-through transom here, which is really cool. And then the other thing I like is, again, a little bit of adjustability and maneuverability as far as how we store things and different things. You know, so this particular boat has up to 3,600 pounds ballast, but what we do is we open up this compartment. Most any other manufacturer, you're going to see a big ballast bag in there or a tank. You know, Nautique does everything subfloor. Even their supplemental ballast upgrade on this boat, which this boat has, is subfloor. So that open storage compartment is plenty big enough for surfboards, wakeboards, whatever you want, and a ton of it. You know, double gas assist shock on it. You know, again, really, really well done. And again, that's going to be the same on both sides. Really, really well set up storage compartments in this G23. You know, and that's one of the key things with Nautique is when they manufacture the boat, you know, they basically create pockets for the subfloor ballast, which allows them to have more storage than anybody else in this segment. Okay, moving to the cockpit of the G23. The first thing we're going to notice is that we've got the awesome upgraded telescoping tower. So there's 3 tower options, this one being kind of the most fancy, best option. So this one's going to be actually a telescoping tower that goes up and down, okay? The bimini top that's on here will kind of stay, so you can actually almost kind of move it all the way down to get under a bridge or to kind of be in almost like a little stealth mode, and it looks really cool, and you don't have to mess with the bimini top or anything, which is really awesome. And then as part of this telescoping package, you know, we're going to see you know, double 8x8 speakers included, 2 speakers on each side, with, you know, really cool, you know, nice finished off, you know, in Nautique's fashion, you know, to kind of match the boat, which is really awesome. Obviously the bimini top there, you know, so, and then standard as part of that package is the wakeboard racks that have, you know, strapless wakeboard racks, all right, that swivel in and out, which is really, really cool. So that's all part of the deal there. In the cockpit area, we've got wireless phone chargers, actually in multiple compartments. We've got one at the dash, obviously cup holders in there, which is, you know, really cool, but a little area where you can put the phone and you don't have to worry about it moving around. There's a little latch to kind of keep it secure. You know, obviously great depth here on the inside. Awesome fit and finish on all the furniture. There's like 3 different fabrics on the furniture that make it look really premium, great stitching, you know, that type of deal. From a seating perspective, we got the little throw pillow upgrades. We also have the center seating that does maneuver and move. You can actually slide this back, all right, to a viewing position, just like we have there. This piece flips up and down, just like actually this side over here, so we can actually have a full viewing area facing backwards on this model. So really, really versatile seating setup so that everybody can watch the action behind the boat. And then, you know, ultimately, the next step is to get into the cockpit and the dash area. So I'm not going to get into every feature on this boat because otherwise this video would be an hour long. But, you know, again, a cool thing, rather than having an under-seat cooler, we've got an in-floor cooler. Really cool, just pop down. You don't have to have anybody move out of their seat to get access to the cooler, which is really nice. You know, this particular boat's got all kinds of upgrades. It's got heaters. I believe it has a driver's seat heater and that type of stuff. You know, one of the things as we get into the dash area, this is, you know, pretty much by far the coolest dash in the industry. I like the driver's seat. We've got kind of a race car inspired driver's seat here. You know, it kind of hugs me, you know, to keep me stable. All right, but at the same time, I can move my leg over if I want to talk to somebody, you know, really, really easily there. Plenty of leg room for myself. I'm a bit bigger guy. I like the fact that there's actually a drain plug holder right here, so I don't forget to put my drain plug in, which is really cool. And then we have this 15-inch screen here, and I'm not going to dig into the screen on this video because there's all kinds of video. There is a video from Nautique produces that really goes into that, but look at that video because it's really cool. The integration, the ballast, all the features and stuff like that you can put into that video. We've got, you know, the phone holder right here. We've got the you know, helm control where you can use the touch screen here, or you can use the little dial over here, either one. You know, again, just a nice user experience, and I really like the fact, and this is a key feature too, where this screen is recessed down to the right, so I've got maximum visibility, but it's not so like down in the corner that I can't see it. It's just kind of nice, conveniently located. It's got a little brim on here to kind of reflect sunlight and that type of stuff. I kind of have a couple little glove box type spots over here to put stuff. So, you know, again, really, really well thought out in how this functions. And, you know, I've noticed compared to other brands, you know, brand X, I've got a screen down here that I'm trying to mess with, you know, or there's a screen like right here, and, you know, it's kind of in my vision line. And this one's kind of nicely located over here. And that's one of the things with Nautique, you know, is, you know, we've been selling these boats, and we've sold pretty much every type of wake boat that you can ever imagine. And one thing I will say with Nautique is, the little things, the little details, you know, the little user experience things on this boat, from how heavy duty a latch is, to placement of the screen, to how the screen functions. You know, Nautique actually has an in-house technician that actually programs the screen rather than sub it out to a third party. So, you know, it tends to work a little bit better and more reliable, you know, that way. So there's all kinds of cool little stuff like that. You know, obviously it's an expensive boat. We know that, but you know, you kind of get what you pay for. And you know, anybody who's owned one of these or spent a lot of time in these Nautique boats kind of understands. Okay, I get it. I get why, you know, they are what they are from a user interface perspective. Move our way toward the bow. Other little things. A cool little glove box holder over here. This is a little trash receptacle where you can throw trash in there. There's a little trash can in there, which is cool. This is what they call the pocket sliding door, so I can close off this whole bow area if I wanted to, you know, really easily and quickly, which is cool. And then as we get up into the bow area, right now we've got it set up as a step, but you can flip this cushion over and actually have kind of a padded cushion here. Again, I'm a bigger guy. This is a 23-foot boat. Sitting down, I can pretty much fully extend my legs out. I can be facing forwards, be facing backwards. This kind of gives us a better look here in the lighting of the I think 3 different textures of upholstery. You know, that Sahara sand is kind of one of the new hot colors, where it's a little bit lighter in color, you know, lighter kind of a tan lighter color. So that's going to allow for you know, not to have it being not quite as you know, if the sun's beating on it or whatever, compared to a darker brown or something like that, it'll be a little bit easier on the body because it's not going to warm up as much. So overall, super, super comfortable boat. I didn't really even get into it, but, you know, Nautique's got a cool app set up where you can actually have an app on your phone, and you can actually see the location of your boat. You can see how much fuel it has. You can see the battery voltage it has. So if you're, you know, away at the lake or whatever, and you want to make sure the boat's ready to go, you can check on it ahead of time, which is cool with the new technology that they have. But you know, in closing, I mean, this is an awesome boat. Whether you're looking at the G23, whether you're looking at the G25, you know, obviously you kind of combine that being a new hull, combine that with being a Centennial Edition model, which is going to have, definitely over the years, it's going to have some type of play with I think there's multiple emblems throughout the boat that say the Centennial Edition. So really, really awesome setup on this G23. Thanks for checking it out with us at Buckeye Sports Center. For more information, visit our website, buckeyesportscenter.com. Subscribe to our YouTube page, where you're going to see videos like this on, you know, Nautique and several other brands. So thanks again for watching.